Stampers, this is Trevis. So today for our video, we are going to make a fun fold card called a step card. And so this is not a really hard card to make, but there is one cut and several score lines. So I'm going to teach you how to do that today. I'm going to end up making a sheep card out of it, and I'm using 2 SaleABration items that are featured in the current SaleABration catalog that is going to be ending at the end of the month. And it's counting sheep. So with the $50 order, you can get that one for free. And then the dies that coordinate are just called sheep. And that also is another $50 item. So if you place a $100 item, you can get both of these for free. So today I'm going to be using the Pattern Party Hostess Designer Series paper. I love the variety of colors in here, and I just am really enthralled with this free pack of, Hostess pack of paper. So you can get that for, I think it's $18 as a Hostess item if you have a party of $150 or more. So let's get started today. I'm going to show you how to make this step card. Okay. So I'm going to use a piece of black cardstock. And this is 5.5 by 8.5, so it's a half a sheet. And you are going to make one cut, and you're going to make several score lines. So I'm going to bring over my paper trimmer. And the first cut I'm going to make, so this is your scoring blade, the gray one. You're going to use that later. And the black one is your cutting blade. Okay, so I'm going to put my black cardstock in here at 2 3/4. 2 3/4, and I'm going to bring my blade up, and I'm going to start cutting at 1 1/4. It's a little hard to see because I'm on black cardstock, so I'm going to try to stay out of the view, but I need to cut it at 1 1/4. I need to start at 1 1/4, which is right here. So I'm going to start there, and I'm going to go to 6 1/8. So I'm going to go down here to 6 1/8. Okay, that's my cut line. Then I'm going to move the cutting blade, and I'm going to put my paper in the lengthwise, and I'm going to start scoring. And I'm actually going to make 5 score lines. The first one is at 1 1/4. So I'm going to go 1 1/4, and I'm going to score from the edge all the way to the cut line. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in at 2. And I'm going to do the same thing from the cut line to the edge of the paper. And then at 3 1/8. Same thing. 4 1/4. Now this one is going to go all the way across. And then 6 1/8. So 6 1/8 is all the way to the edge. And I'm going to just go to the cut line. Okay, so now everything is scored, and we're ready to fold. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is flip it backwards, and you're going to fold it in half first, and you're going to want to use your bone folder, make a nice crisp fold. Okay, so that's how your card is going to open. Then you're going to take this one, and you're going to fold it down, and then this one goes up, and this one goes down, and this one goes up. So when you're done, should fold like an accordion. Hope that looks right. Yes. Why these are always harder when I'm making a video, I don't know. Always works perfectly when I'm not making a video. But there it is. Okay, so you're going to take your bone folder, and you're going to make nice crisp folds, so that you have a step card. And that's where it gets its name. All right. Now, just want to make sure that that's going to work. It is, but You're going to make it work. So just fold it till it works. Okay, so looking at the counting sheep set, okay, you have 3 really cute sheep. I cut out, I stamped and cut out 2 of them. So these 2. Then I also cut out of the dies, I cut out the fence, and I cut that out of soft suede. So it texturizes it also. So I have that ready. I also cut out 2 of the clouds. So you have both of these clouds. So I have 2 white clouds. Then I cut out the sun. So I have that ready to go. And then I did cut out of designer series paper from the pattern party pack, the balloon. All right, so I have the balloon cut out of the striped paper. And I actually cut out 2 white ones because I'm going to layer these and glue these together to give it a little body. You'll see why in a second. But I do have 2 white ones cut out and then the striped one. Okay, and then I cut out 2 pieces of just the designer series paper in, what color is this, Travis? You can't think. Granny Apple Green. And this is 2.5 by 1 1/4 and 2.5 by 1. I think that's right. 2.5 by 1 2.5 by 1 3/4. Yes. Let's measure it to make sure. Should have written it on here. Yes, 1 3/4 by 2.5 and 1 by 2.5. Okay, so these are going to get glued onto our step card. And I chose black because I thought the sheep would show up best on black. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is open this up, and I am going to glue these pieces of designer series paper inside. Okay, so I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. And I figured out the best way to do this is not a lot of pressure. Go lightly, lightly, lightly. And when you do that, it does not tear the paper. And it's very sticky. Okay. All right. Then I am going to start adhering some of these pieces to my cardstock. So the first one I want to adhere is this cute sheep. And I think I'm going to use just white glue. So I'm just going to attach this with white glue. This is our white Tombow glue. Don't need a whole lot, right? So I'm going to put her about right there. Okay, and then I'm going to attach this cute fence. So if you want to make a long fence, you just cut out more, but I just need a short fence. So I'm going to have her behind the fence, just like that. And then I'm going to attach my clouds. This one I kind of want hanging over, so I'm going to just put some glue on this side of it and not on that side, since I don't want the glue on the edge. And then I am going to attach with a dimensional. I'm going to attach the sun. Well, as I drop the sun, okay, so I'm going to attach the sun up here, like that. And then I have this cute guy. So what I did with these sheep was I did use my blends and I colored in their faces and their, what would that be, their feet. I used the Smoky Slate Light for their legs and Smoky Slate Dark for the their hooves. Okay. I'm just going to put a dimensional close to the bottom because of this one is actually going to be kind of hopping up. Okay. So this will fit in a regular envelope, in an A4 envelope. And then I have cut out one of the stitched rectangles out of Granny Apple Green. Cut this one out. And then I have a piece of white cardstock. And this is just under 2.5 and just under 1. And I'm going to use the saying from the set. It says, "So glad it's your birthday." And I am going to stamp that on this piece. Hope I get it straight. Maybe I better do it my way. Great. Okay. And I'm going to leave that stamp pad for a second. Put a little adhesive on here. Layer this in. It needs to come down just a smidge. Yes, so it's a small layer. So I'm going to attach that right down here. So glad it's your birthday. And then I am going to show you my little trick with the balloons. So since these balloons, the sheep is going to be holding the balloon, I need to give it a little substance. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive on here. Okay. And I'm going to layer these together just to give it a little bit of body. So it's a little tricky to line up, but I think I can do it. There we go. I want to line up the string and the balloon and then line it up again. So it's actually 3 layers, but that gives a balloon string especially a little strength. Okay, so because I'm going to put a mini glue dot on there and I'm going to roll up a mini glue dot. And I'm actually going to have the sheep holding the balloon. Okay, so you can see it now. Why I needed to, I think if it was just one layer of designer series paper, it would be too flimsy. And then I'm going to just, there's a little grass in this stamp set, which is so cute that they gave us that. So I am just going to lay this flat, and I'm just going to add some grass on here because this needs a little something to stamp to make it pop. Okay. And I think the only other thing it needs is maybe a couple of rhinestones. But I never do rhinestones in 2, right? I always do them in 3s. So I'm going to do 3 rhinestones. I'm going to start with the small one. Put one there. Then there's a little bigger ones. This size. And then another small one down here. So draw your eye down here to the same. Okay, so I will have the dimensions down in the comments. So if you are interested in making this card, this is called a step card. So it stands up and it is a step card. It's so cute. I will have the instructions down below so you know how to cut it. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I enjoyed working with you on it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.